ओ मेरे भाई।
So this is what I was telling you. So these are tubes that we got from Bob for free. And my thought was just to cut them into half and use them as raised gardens. But then Jan came up with a different idea. His thought is, let's make it or convert into one of those vertical raised gardens. So here we go. Here's Jan, and he'll explain to you what the thought is.
Okay, so our plan for today is to go vertically with this tower, just because we have a lot of light spaces, but less dark places. So preferably for this, we're gonna use it for lettuces, and lettuces do really well here because they don't really grow as much, and you have enough nutrients in the soil to feed everything, and it grows like very nutritiously. So that's always a plus on that one. And we have a good amount of material, so we're gonna have a couple of different type of planters. You know, it's good to diversify a little bit, play around with it. You know, it gets too boring every now and then. You know, so be creative.
So lettuces are one thing, and the other thing which you always see these kind of raised gardens or whatever it's called, people grow strawberries. So anything like that which is small and you want it higher from the ground, so some of the animals cannot get to it, and the other would be, as Jan said, just standing up and picking everything. So I'll let Jan explain again how much space and what the thought is.
So we're gonna do approximately 8 inches apart, so like thumb breadth apart kind of measurement. It's just so we look how things grow. It is a lettuce, so we normally get lettuces that you get a lot of leaves here and there, but here we want to see if we could get like a nice bushel like you see at a supermarket. And then it's also a lot of space. We're gonna skip a couple of spaces down. We're gonna start right here approximately. We're gonna fill it up with wood to really raise it, and it helps also drainage and stuff like that. And then the rest you're gonna fill up with soil, and then we're gonna stop about here. I mean, it's pretty big, so this is enough space for what we need. You know, sometimes you may need a little bit more space. You could go down or up, however you like. But yeah, it's all up to preference, and that's our approach to this project.
So with the Jan's thought, the idea we're trying to do, he got the idea, but then I went in and looked at my hydroponics. And it's the same logic, but this is not hydroponics. It will be in the soil. And I think the idea should work very well. So let's do it. So this is how it looks right now. Jan is making sure he has all the tools and everything. Once the holes are done, this will be a lot of space. Jan went through this pain on a 4 foot. He did these holes, and we were doing like 8 inches apart. Mathematically, it might not be right, but we got 11 holes, or could be 12, but it's not mathematical. With the next ones, he went in between. So we will move this thing over here first. Once it comes here, the resting place is somewhere around here. We will make sure that I have enough space that I can move behind it. So let's place it, we'll test it out, and then we'll go from there. So we found the resting place, and the point is, because it has holes on all the sides, we have to make sure that we are able to go behind it. So Bada is making sure that everything is leveled. From here, we'll put some wood in it for Hügelkultur method. So see the stumps of wood which are being lined right now. And you see the holes in the bottom also. So the point is, the wood should not come higher than that. Eventually the wood will rot. So even if I'm about to lose few of the bottom holes, that's fine. But I realized that the pieces of wood we brought were a bit too tall. So I think he's going back to our wood pile to replace everything. So wood first, then some branches, then some leaves, and then we will see where we are. And what we'll try to do is, we also have some mulch sitting around. We'll just see how it goes. It's a super hot day today. We're over 100 degrees already, and it's a bit difficult to work outside right now. So the wood has gone. Now placing the smaller wood around, and you see what Bada is making sure that the wood is not higher than the first holes. Some of the holes, as I said earlier, might get for the time being covered, but eventually it will be fine. So your leaves sitting from last year. I think it also has grass and other things and some branches. That's all fine. This is all the stuff we want in there. So they'll take it and just dump it in.
Nice.
So what we realized was that the leaves we put, they were not mulched, and it's too high. For the time being, I think almost the first 3 or 4 layers of first or 3 holes have been blocked. This is why Bado is doing the hard job of jumping in there, and I had to keep on reminding him, don't fall on me or don't break your back or anything. So he's walking all over to balance it out. I think for this year, we might not be able to use the first 2 layers of holes. So see, he's using a wheelbarrow as a step ladder. Now we come to the last step, and this will be the most painful, because you have to shovel this soil from the pile that we have, and then to put it back, it has to be shoveled back in that area, and physically it will be a difficult job because of its height. So let's see if we come up with some idea to figure it out. As I was mentioning, this is the difficult part. This tube is 4 feet something high, then it's sitting on an area which is higher. So you have to go shovel by shovel, and the height of it makes it difficult physically to do. If you see over here, what we have done is, with the soil, it has come all the way to the brim. And it's very logical to understand. It has to do in the bottom, wherever we put the branches, they will start settling and the soil will go through it. And then with the leaves, with pressure, it will settle down. So Israel is just putting a bit of water to start the process, but I will give it a very heavy soak before I put anything in here. What has happened is the first 3 rows of this tube have been covered with leaves right now. The good thing is no branches, leaves will rot. So even if I cannot use it right away this year, I will be able to use all the holes in spring next year. So here we are. Our tube is filled. You saw the Hugelkultur method. It was 2 wheelbarrows of soil that went in here. So if I would have tried to fill it all the way, first the soil settles and it will have become a pain in years to come. This way it will remain soft and fluffy. The wood in the bottom will keep on absorbing the water, which will work as sponge and will help in years to come. What we have done, we created this was something we got for free, a tube from Bob. Jan went ahead and drilled holes in it. Bada went ahead and filled it using the Hugelkultur technique. We showed you that we did. I do have some plants over here which I will add. I had some lettuces sitting around in these modules, and I'll try to use one of these holes now to put them in, and we'll see how it goes. So this is Doing it this way is our original idea, but many people across the globe do vertical gardening. So it's nothing that we invented. The only invention would be we found this free stuff lying around, and we are repurposing, is upcycling it, and see how we go with it. So let me do some the different lettuces. Oh, endive. We started the seed for endive also, so that's nice. So you can see how easy it is to just shove it. I actually brought this just that in case I have to dig in the hole, but I'm realizing I don't need to. Since I have the name, let me add here so I'll remember. Now the top area, which is actually not too wide, it's roughly like a bit over 2 feet. I'll use it to grow a few things. So I've got two different kind of cucumbers. I've got the Armenian kind, which is the longer kind, and this is, it's very seedy, yellow kind of a cucumber. I don't remember its name. I don't um, prefer it that much because most of the time I forget to pick it in time, and then it becomes too seedy. So I'll just add these up here, and my idea would be that as they grow, they can just fall over. Go here, and then we'll go over here. There's some of the peppers that I have. This is a habanada pepper. So yeah, you've heard the name habanero. Habanada, nada in Spanish means zero or nothing. I think my Spanish, I don't know Spanish actually, to be honest. So really the name is given because it is the same habanero pepper without the heat. So I've planted 3 peppers here and two cucumbers. And peppers should go up, so that'll be fine. Cucumbers will fall down, so that should be fine. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is an experiment. We're learning. Not only we learn from our own mistakes, but we learn from other people also. Because learning is not just a one-way street, it's a two-way street. As I said, I'm not saying that this is my, like we have invented vertical gardening. It has been going on for many years. It's just from that and some free stuff that we got the inspiration to do it that way. Hands are dirty. I always love that. I hope you learned something new. I hope you'll join us next week again. Like, subscribe, and let's be friends together.